Hi everybody, Nancy Atkins here at Atkins Family Law. So the question I get asked a lot, how much is my divorce going to cost me? So I don't know. I honestly don't. I wish that I could tell you, but I'm just reading through some fun facts here, and it talks about the average cost of a US divorce is about $7,000. So, and that's actually reasonable. I mean, in my experience, I would advise prospective clients that on a basic contested divorce, they're going to spend, $7,000 to $10,000 in their case, getting them from filing to exchanging discovery and then getting them to mediation. So if you're in that average normal timeline or guideline in terms of what presents in your case, then you're probably going to spend like $7,000 to $10,000 on your case and getting it through the Florida courts. So we're pretty much in line with this US average. And then certainly if you go to litigation or if you go to trial and go to the heavy lifting, which I'm fine with, I like it, I'm good as a litigator, then you're going to spend a lot more money. I've got some cases where, it just to prepare for trial, and, then you start talking about like spending 20 or 25,000. I've had some cases go up to 100,000. It just depends on the length of litigation, and do you need an expert? Do you need an expert for the custody issues? Do you need an expert for the financial issues? Sometimes you need a forensic accountant. Sometimes you need somebody who can evaluate your property, and just, a property evaluator or a property appraiser, for example. So you might need somebody like that. You might need an expert on the child custody issues, or if you're going through a relocation, we have experts, and then we also have guardian ad litems. So if you have some complicated issues going on with your custody where they might involve abandonment or abuse or neglect, some of those, a little more complicated, a little more serious issues that present in your case, then you're going to spend some more money because you need to have the guardian ad litem in your case, and you've got to pay them, and they're as expensive as another lawyer. So it could get really, really expensive very quickly if your case is going to litigation and going to trial and doing all that prep. So, if you can keep it simple and kind of move through your process, you could reasonably expect to spend $7,000 to $10,000. And of course, the other side of the spectrum is where the two of you can figure it out pre-litigation, pre-filing, and the two of you have all the issues worked out, and then just run it by me and make sure that you've got everything worked out. Because I have to tell you, I always give a little bit of a chuckle when I talk to somebody on the phone for the first time and they present to me and they say, we've got everything worked out. And I said, all right, well, let me go through my battery of questions and things that I have to ask you so I don't commit malpractice, right? Certainly don't want to be negligent about your case. So there's a battery of questions that I will ask you. And if the answer is still yes, we've got everything worked out, then you're on the lower spectrum of this. And it's going to be a lot less than $7,000 to move through your case. But you got to pay the filing fees, the court costs, and things like that. So there's no free divorce. There's no low cost divorce. You're still going to pay something for it. And I certainly would encourage you to make sure that you have a lawyer present with you to make sure that you have all the issues covered and that you've done everything, because you want to talk about money again. It is super expensive to have to hire a lawyer to clean up this mess because you guys thought you could save a few dollars in the beginning and not get it done correctly the first time. So if that's important to you, to make sure that you get it done right the first time, get a lawyer, get a smart lawyer, get the right lawyer, get a great family law attorney. Check out my video on that one so you've got a great family law attorney that's representing you. And if you've got a great family law attorney representing you, they're going to be a sharpshooter. They're going to be straight with you about here's what we need to do, here's what we don't have to do. And they're going to be upfront with you, no surprises. This is how much it's going to cost me. So if you have any questions about what your Florida divorce is going to cost you, please do not hesitate and give me a call. Have a great day, guys.